Group. Working Group shall evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile and purpose criteria for establishing such stockpile, potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by the federal government through its law enforcement efforts, aka the Bitcoin Reserve. So, where can we find some information about the Bitcoin Reserve? Cynthia Lummis. I believe she's from Wyoming, and she is the #1 crypto advocate, in my personal opinion. She has actually proposed a bill during the last session of Congress talking about a Bitcoin strategic reserve. And the idea was to have 5% of the total Bitcoin supply, or 1 million Bitcoin. So we can also go over to Bitcoin treasuries. These are the current holdings of countries and governments. You will see that the United States is currently sitting in about 207,000 Bitcoin. So we have to ask ourselves, what would happen if, I don't know, the U.S. government bought up about 800,000 Bitcoin, not $1,000, 1,000 Bitcoin. So with that being said, let's go and look at some other information. All right, so we have Line Coin Watch. Everyone know one of the things, not everyone knows this, but one of the things that my friends have told me is that if you want to pump a market or look at the price performance, you don't have to look at market cap, you look at liquidity. Okay, cool. Total liquidity for Bitcoin, that's about $1.8 billion. Current price of Bitcoin is about $105,000. So that means that the current total shares of trading Bitcoin right now is 16,744 Bitcoin at the current price. So if we want to, we'll give it a measly 750,000 Bitcoin that the U.S. government needs to get there. So what's the price appreciation on that? Oh, wow. That's 2.8 million X, or million percent. There you go. That's the price appreciation. So if the price of, I was even being generous too, according to this calculator, based on liquidity, there will be some sell pressure in the end. But if you look at it, if the U.S. government buys 750,000 Bitcoin at the current available shares of trading and the current price is $100,000, the price impact will go up 2,809,257%. So let's pull up the calc right now. Come on.
But Zenith, those numbers are impossible. It's never happened before. Things have never went up that much and had that much price appreciation over time, have they?
Bitcoin might have done this once before. I'm just saying.
Bitcoin Hex, all that fun stuff.
2809, and we'll just throw the zeros in there. Multiply that by 100,000. Cool. That would mean that according to this calculator, the price of Bitcoin would be $280 billion and 900 million. Obviously, this is stupid moon math, but the point of this is that, look, there is going, if the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve is to be implemented, this is the existing framework for it that was actually proposed the last time around. What that means is that, understand, this is where we're sitting right now. We're pretty much going to 5x our holdings as the U.S. government if that goes into effect. That is a lot of buying pressure in the near future. And remember, thanks to Hart's Law, aka liquidity bonding, a lot of the markets move together, and if Bitcoin goes up, the rest of the market goes up. If the US government buys that much Bitcoin, by the way, remember, like, I think right now Michael Saylor and BlackRock each independently hold like 2.2-ish% of the Bitcoin supply. So yeah, the US government is going to pretty much combine both of their holdings, and Michael Saylor is the guy that's been buying Bitcoin for like literal years at this point, changed the entire business strategy from let's do business to let's just buy Bitcoin, and it paid out handsomely, by the way. And then also the largest investment firm said, we are now running the ETF, go buy as much Bitcoin as we possibly can. Both of those guys combined, that's the size of the federal government holding proposed if we're looking at doing this.